Hey, everybody. I know we had 1 minute to spare, but here I am. Hey, Matthew. Hey, H7. Happy Stellar Teller Tuesday. Or actually, it's really coffee day. If you didn't know, today is actually National Coffee Day. I've been sipping on the same cup since this morning because I get one cup and I let it last for the day, and I don't care. If I get it done right, like from a restaurant, I don't mind drinking it lukewarm or cold even. But if I make it at home, I don't want it cold because, So how do I get my Dunkin' coffee? What's in mine? What's in yours? So in my Dunkin' coffee, I get regular brew with a little bit of caramel and a little bit of raspberry. Hi, Jamie. So that's what I get. I get caramel, raspberry, and a little bit of Splenda, and it stays good all day. However, if they don't mix the syrup all that good, then it just sits at the bottom, and then you get a lump of, you go to, hey, Ron, how you doing? How's life today? I did not take, hey, H7, I didn't take a, hey, Simon. Now, I didn't take advantage of the free cup of coffee today because my kid don't want to go and do. So she actually did go to 7-Eleven, but if you, I didn't know this. Did you know Uber Eats has a rewards program? Ron's in the house. Eclipse and Sunny's here. So Uber Eats has a rewards program. So if you join the rewards program, then you get all kinds of freebies. Okay, so you join the Uber Eats program. Now listen, I'm not sponsored by Uber Eats or Dunkin', but if you want to give me a call, sure, please do. I use your service every week or so. So if you use the Uber Eats program, you get free delivery after $15, but check this today. So if you order Dunkin' Donuts and you have the Uber Eats pass, which is $8.99 a month, but that's gonna be your delivery fee for like a couple of deliveries, so it's not a bad deal. So today, if you order Dunkin' through Uber Eats and you have the Uber Eats pass, you got a free half a dozen of donuts. So sure, I paid for my cup of coffee and my wake up wrap and a bagel, but I got a free half a dozen donuts, and a half a dozen donuts is $10. So which would you rather have, the free cup of coffee or free donuts? And no, I did not eat a half a dozen donuts today. I still have about 5 left. Only one was eaten. And they actually put that new apple pie donut. Oh, that's delicious. Did you try that? The apple pie donut? That's pretty good. And I don't like apple pie. I don't like pie. I don't like cake. I don't like pie because I don't like crust. And I don't like cake because I don't like icing. I like sweets, but I don't like the extra stuff. Like, to me, pie crust has no flavor to it, but like icing has way too much flavor. Unless if you use like a Cool Whip type of icing, or actually I kind of like the cream cheese icing, but not too thick because it's just like bleh, eh. Hey, Chevy Prez, good to see you. Nice seeing you, my good friend. I love seeing you guys. We weren't sure if we were going to go live today. Hello, Nasty Black. I wasn't sure we were going to go live today because of the debate, but I feel like it's important to carry on with YouTube because there are people out there who do not want to watch this madness. I mean, I feel like at this point we already have an idea as to who we're going to vote for anyways. Hey, Tupac, Hey, Scrap and Irish, how are you doing? How are things across the pond over there? Good to see you. I feel like we already have an idea as to who we're going to vote for anyways. I don't want to see a shit show. Do you want to see it? Because I don't. I just don't want to watch it. I don't care. We have 7 million people or more in this country, and we're down to 2 choices, and neither are good. But you have to pick one, right? You have to pick one. I'm not saying who I'm picking if I'm definitely picking that person, because I'm still, thinking about it. But you have to be in it to win it, You have to vote or you can't complain. That's how it works, And unfortunately, we don't have a third-party choice. And, unfortunately, we had to pick one of the two this time because, it's a do or die kind of thing. Hey, Marcy, I don't know. It's such a mess. Like I said, we have 7 million people in this country, and we're down to these two. Like I said, I'm not saying if and who I'm picking, because I don't really want to pick any of these people. I pick me. How about that? Pick me. I don't want to be a politician. No. I know politicians, but I don't want to be one. I don't say I like them either. I have friends who are, in government, but I don't necessarily like them. So I'm gonna do like our buddy Prince Magnum here. I'm gonna give it the full 10 minutes to get people in. I got this today, or yesterday rather. I've been waiting for this. Dear Abby. Now, I'm not Dear Abby. I'm actually like Tell It Like It Is with a little bit more. Which Dear Abby, if I remember, she passed away this year. Did you know Dear Abby passed away? I was like, we didn't even really know who she was. There you go. I'd vote for Javi Perez too. Hell, I'll vote for Jax Teller. Jax Teller 2020. But if you'd really like me to do some Dear Abby kind of stuff, you could if you want real Dear Abby stuff, or Dear Chatty Patty, you can the link to my Instagram is up in my banner, so you could email me there. It could just be something BS. I'm not going to put your name in it. I'm not one of those kinds of people. It just could be totally BS, and I could just react or give my own advice. I'm actually pretty good at advice. I'm not bad at it. I do add a little comedic flair to it, though. It's just who I am. Everyone says I'm the modern Miss Maisel, and Oh. Is James Gipe in here? No. But anyways, oh, you know what? I thought he said something here. So anywho, before I get into the funny stuff, I was like debating at saying something about this. Listen, my kids are off limits to things, okay? There's a video on my channel that is 2 years old of Jacob unboxing a Orion's Toy World egg, okay? We don't do those things anymore due to COPA and things like that. So it was with complete shock and disappointment that there was a child. Y'all know how I feel about children on social media, okay? I don't blame children on social media for being the way that they are, but I do blame the parents. So, if this child just so happens to be watching this stream, I'd appreciate it if your parents would get in touch with me on Instagram so we could discuss the way you were talking about my son on my video, which is 2 years old, making fun of him because he's 10 and opening Orion's Toy World box. Actually, the video is 2 years old, and if you could do your math, Jacob was 8. And, I don't know if that's cool with 8-year-olds back then. I don't know. But Jacob has the mentality of a 5-year-old because he's severely, down there. So, he just wanted to be a part of the channel somewhere. And that's just what he wanted to do. So if you're the child or the parent of this child, I'm not going to give the child's YouTube channel name on here, but if you own that child, it's their channel. And this is why I feel like children don't belong on YouTube or TikTok, because then they ruin it for the kids that are actually on here and are true content creators. There's some really great child, tween content creators out there, some of them of which I know personally. But parents, please watch your children on these things. They really shouldn't be here, and it shouldn't be my job to worry about what I post because your kid's going to watch it. COPA came in and ruined it for all of us, and I'm not understanding why. You know what I mean? But, teach your kids to not bully other kids. And, when kids do those things, that's something that's learned in the home. And your child came on my video and called Jacob a stupid idiot. And another child stepped up and told him to stop it. You know, this channel is not owned by a child. It's not run by a child. There's a few videos with kids on here. Yeah, right, exactly. I know people picked on Perez Hilton because of him saying what he said about Charlie D'Amelio. I mean, sure, she's a content creator, but I see where he came from. You know what I mean? But please, parents, aunts, two dads, two moms, aunts, uncles, gunkles, grandmas, guardians, whatever it is. If you have a child in your care, please make sure that they are being respectful on social media, on TikTok. Your children are catfishing adults, and that's not okay. That's why TikTok is going to be under fire, is because there are children out there using adult photos as their profile picture, and they're catfishing adults. I will not follow a child on TikTok. There's a few teens on YouTube that I do support because they're really good. They're really kind and supportive, and it goes both ways. And I think those kinds of kids do deserve, to be to get they're trying to create a small business, but the ones on TikTok are not trying to create a small business, and they're messing things up for the adults. I mean, Trisha Paytas, she flashed her stuff all over TikTok last week. I mean, I thought it was disgusting. I don't need to look at it, but hey, I'm a woman and I'm an adult, and I don't really care that much. And Trisha Paytas is somebody that we should just stop giving a platform to anyways. If you don't look at it, then it won't be there. That's how I look at it, Stop giving her your time of day, and then it won't be there. We can't complain about something if it's there and you put it there, She feeds off of this. She loves attention. She's an attention whore. I didn't really call her a whore, but attention whore. She's an attention whore. So if you don't give it attention, then she won't be there. In fact, how many times has Trisha Paytas been canceled? She's now posting videos every day about what she eats in a day, and that's boring. I mean, what's she going to do when TikTok or YouTube or whoever takes away her platform and she can't make money anymore? You know what I mean? But anyways, moving on to you, the child attacking my son on my videos. Please have your parent contact me on Instagram. The link is in my banner, and we can discuss why you bully my son on this channel when this channel isn't run by a child. It's run by me, an adult, who's going to be 35 in a few weeks. Oh my God, I'm going to be 35. Oy, oy, oy. Hey, Mona. So we're going to move on. I love this. I remember Dear Abby, and like I said, if you want some Dear Abby's on here, oh, I see this. Some of these actually don't have her. Oh, see, I like the way this book is. Okay, so she doesn't actually put. So now this is. So if you. Hopefully it's not going to get me into trouble. So tonight we are going to be using this. The best of Dear Abby. There's actually some Dear Ann Landers out there too, which is awesome. I will get my hands on those. I am going to a used bookstore in Manhattan on Saturday. So who knows? You never know what I'll find over there. I'm also going to Goodwill, I think, for the first or second time of my life, because we don't have Goodwill over here. You never know what I'm going to find over there, too. There will be a vlog out next Wednesday. And before we get into this, tomorrow I have a video premiering at 3 o'clock Eastern Time, and a video premiering on Friday Eastern Time. Tuesdays will be like haul type videos at 3 o'clock, and Fridays I'm going to leave that for subscription boxes because I don't want them to get in the way of my regular videos. I really don't want to do them because there's a million people doing the same damn thing, and I don't want to I feel like it's a competition at that rate, but I'll put it out there because it's there. And then October 11th is the second Sunday of this month. I'm going to do a bi-weekly retro cooking channel. I'm going to call it the Miss Kelly Retro Kitchen. And I do love Fat Fit Fun. I really liked it this month. I still have to try that damn shaving thing. I got BoxyCharm coming this week or next week, but my my add-ons came in first. That's the one thing I like about BoxyCharm is that you can order your get this, so you can order your add-ons and then cancel, and you still get your add-ons, but you don't have to get the box after that. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be my new schedule. Tuesdays I'll be live at 8. Wednesdays will be, you know, whatever haul video or whatever's coming out. Like next week will probably be my New York City trip. Yeah, Miss Kelly Retro Kitchen. Yep. Yeah, the first, I'll give you the first recipe. It will be a chicken. We're gonna start, you know, easy peasy because these are recipes I've never tried. Hey, Ayla. No problem. I'm glad you're here. So these will be all recipes I've never tried before. They're gonna be sink or swim. I don't know if I like them. I don't know if they're gonna be really good. I'm glad you support me, and I support you. Ayla's really awesome. So if you guys don't have, oh, excuse me, Ayla, please make sure you do. She does unboxings. And we'll be doing a collab coming up soon. Me, Jamie, and Ayla with the Globin box. I haven't gotten Globin in like what, 2 years. This year is bringing a lot of throwbacks coming this year. So yeah, that's coming up. A lot of good things coming. Okay, so now with that, without further ado, yeah, don't forget to send a like. If you could share this out and get more folks in here, you know. So I'm looking at this book, and I'm really glad that, so this is the book we're using for today. Dear Abby, this is the best of it. And the best thing is, oh no, she does. So, okay, some of them she does give her, feedback, and some of them she doesn't. So this is going to be really great. The ones that she doesn't give feedback on. Hey, Pondam's in the house. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing okay. We've missed you. So, you know, I'm not going to read her advice per se. We're going to try to do this without her, because Miss Kelly can do this on her own. But I'm just using hers until y'all start DMing me your Dear Abby advice. So here we go. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be great. I haven't gotten Globe in a long time. And let me tell you, some of those are really cool. The October ones look really great if I play my cards right. Oh, man. Pondam, I've been there. That sucks. Okay, so here we go. All right, so how's the tacos? You're making tacos? Oh, yum. Yeah, I'm ordering Globin on Friday because that's payday. Friday's payday for us. I love it when they pay us a day early. Friday, I'm ordering Globin, and Saturday, I'm off to Emerald City. Hopefully that will go well. I'm a little afraid. To tell you the truth, this COVID stuff makes me very afraid. Yay, we got Pondam in the house. Thursday is the 1st. Yeah, but this SSD doesn't, I don't get paid on the 1st anymore because I don't get SSI. I get disability. So mine is the 3rd, which means I get it on Friday, which is cool. I'll take it. Unless if there's a holiday. Yeah, I'm just calling New York City Emerald City for now. Yeah, it's not going to be all that green and shiny. Ah, H7, though. I will be checking out that Weed World. I might check it out. I don't know. So here we go. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to read this out, and then we'll see if we can come up with some advice with this. Again, my Instagram link is up in my banner. So if you'd like a Dear Abby, even if it's just a BS one, you can tell me it's complete BS, and I'll just go with it. And I'm pretty good about that. So here we go. So, so this is going to be called An Authority on Pot. I'm not, how much is, oh, okay. So here we go. No one should drop in his married, okay, so this is Dear Abby. No one should drop in on his married children unannounced. Yeah, they just might be smoking grass there. Ain't nothing wrong with smoking a little grass, though. I learned the hard way. If someone stole my purse, I'd report it to the police. But if I'm present when my children are smoking marijuana in their homes, I just keep my mouth shut, leave air out my clothes, and hope I never have to smell it again. This lady seems very, very worried about her children smoking a little natural grass. You never know, they might have an ailment. Makes you feel good. I don't know. I know what I'm going to put in their Christmas stocking next year. Oh, Lord. You're really going to punish them for being adults and smoking weed and making their own choices? Oh, the horror. You're going to spank them too? So she says, I'm going to give my kids a hacksaw for her and a file for him. Hey, Cassandra. So you're saying, so frustrated mom, you're saying that if you caught somebody on the street smoking weed, you're going to report them like a Karen. And then, but yet your own kids, you're going to turn a blind eye, but you're going to give your daughter a hacksaw and your son a file. So you're saying that you're going to encourage your children to break out of jail for weed? I've invited my daughter, her husband, and several of their friends over for dinner next week. And if those kids light up in my house, I'll call the sheriff. Oh, no. Now you're going to be a Karen. Hey, Nature's Beauty. Nice seeing you. Oh, no. Frustrated mom. So now you're saying okay, so, this lady seems like she's just asking for trouble. So 1 minute you say no one should drop in on his married children unannounced. They just might be smoking grass there. So, and she says she's learned the hard way. If someone stole your purse, you'd report it to the police. Okay, that makes sense. Someone steals your purse. You do want to report that to the police. But if I'm present when my children are smoking marijuana in their own homes, I just keep my mouth shut, leave, air out my clothes, and I hope I never have to smell it again. Okay, that's fine. Your children are adults and they're trying to, do adult choices, and marijuana is not that big of a deal. It's a plant and it helps them feel good. And the fact that you're like a hovering mom and saying these things, then, they may need it to escape you. And then you're saying that you're going to buy your kids a hacksaw for your daughter and a file for a husband so they could break out of jail. But then you're saying that you are going to invite your daughter, her husband, and several of their friends over for dinner. And if those kids light up, I'll call the sheriff. I wonder if I should warn them in advance. What? So you're going to invite your kids and their friends. So you're going to embarrass the hell out of your kid in front of her husband and her friends by having the police there in advance because they're going to smoke a little weed, which is not a big deal. Oh my God, can you believe this, Mom? And then, or are you, she says, if I should warn them in advance, or do you suppose after 4 years of college, they are sufficiently educated to know that one doesn't break the law in the home of a host? I mean, it is your house, your rules, but yeah, she needs a little, puff, puff, pass, and maybe a little, I think she needs some lovies, too. She sounds like she needs a little lovies. And then she goes, yeah, some laws are illegal. And then she goes, I never thought I'd send a letter I couldn't sign, but here's one. Aren't we a bunch of lovely Christian parents? Oh, thanks for the good ear. I had to tell someone or explode. That it doesn't sound, you're going to tattle on your own kids and their friends when they are at your house? Here, lady, listen. Lady. Well, I'm liking Dear Abby. So here you go, lady. All right, this is the Chatty Patty advice. Smoke some weed and go get yourself a boy toy and leave your adult kids alone. You said it. They're adult kids. Marijuana is not a big deal. They ain't smoking crack. Okay, they're not really breaking the law. Let's remember this book is a little old at this point, but yeah, she needs a smoke pole. Yeah. Now let's remember this book might be a little old, so weed might not be necessarily, recent, but frustrated mom, I don't know if you're still living, but I hope you fix this, because if not, your kids would not talk to you anymore. How dare you even? So 1 minute you say don't drop in unannounced. You're right. You should not do that. Mind your goddamn business. Your kid is an adult now. Your child's an adult now, living their own life. She's married to somebody else, and if she smokes weed in her own home, who cares? That's what they do. You should never show up at your adult kid's home unannounced. She may not want you there. I don't know why she wouldn't. But, why are you going to invite her and her husband and her friends to your house knowing that they do smoke, but it is your house? Yeah, and have a smoke pole. It is your house. So here's the thing is, Tell them ahead of time, I don't want this in my house. You know, you're gonna contact the sheriff ahead of time? I mean, what kind of mom are you? That's completely embarrassing. I wouldn't want you as a mom. That's really embarrassing. You're gonna literally embarrass your own kid. This is why therapists are rich. Marijuana is not a big deal, man. Frustrated mom, it's not a big deal. And you're a hovering mom. Like, you literally have your chopper mom. So this is what Dear Abby says, okay? She says, why the frustration? Just tell your kids you don't want them lighting up in your own home. Tell them ahead of time. Don't invite them. How about you just don't invite them at all? And if you are present when they light up elsewhere, you could always leave. Hells yeah. Why do you care? You know, again, you're just showing up at your kid's house unannounced, and if you're even thinking about, like, reporting your children to the police, you obviously screwed something up as a mom, you know? And I'm not one to judge somebody else's parenting, but, like, I mean, a mom like you, yeah, how about don't have kids? Yeah, a mom like you, I mean, you're what makes therapists rich. You know. All right, here's a good one. So this is Ohio farmer. All right, moving on from the hovering mom. Apparently, we're in the traumatic teens chapter, so these might get good. So parents, maybe this is some advice for you. Okay, your parents want to smoke a little. I mean, of course, no one under the age of 18, unless if it's like for medical reasons, they shouldn't be smoking weed because they're like children, because they shouldn't be smoking anything. But, you know, as an adult, it's their personal choice, and marijuana is legal now. You know, All right, here we go. Our 15-year-old, 6 foot, 200-pound son got a girl from a neighboring farm. I get the feeling I know where this is going. Into trouble. She is also 15. We gave him strict orders to stay away from her. The heart wants what it wants, Ma. I don't know what to tell you, but it seems he didn't. Her people claim it's our fault. I mean, just like Chopper Mom over there, you know, when you tell, yeah, oh yeah, farm girls and boys. I mean, the thing is, when you tell your child to not do something like that, it's like more of a reason to do it, you know? So, oh boy, here we go. This one. I talked with a judge in the city, and he said there is a law that says, yeah, but not that, yeah, true. 15, I mean, listen, that's both parents. I mean, but again, you know, at 15 years old, I mean, sometimes you gotta let your kids learn a lesson or two. So here we go. So this is what this mom is saying here. I talked with a judge in the city. You know, life's getting bad with these parents that they're involving cops and judges, man. I talked with the judge in the city, and he said there is a law that says if a man owns a bull, he is responsible for keeping the bull locked up. So now you're going to lock up your kid? You know what happens when you lock up your kid? They climb out the window, okay? And if the bull gets loose and goes into a neighbor's pasture and breeds with his dairy heifers, can you believe this mom is, like, comparing her child to a bull? To an animal? I don't see how that fits, but okay. And if the bull gets loose and goes into a neighbor's pasture and breeds with his dairy heifers, the owners of the heifers can't sue for damages because they should have kept their heifers locked up. My friend, the judge, says the same law applies to people. What? 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 Do we have a case? No. No. Oh, Lord. Ohio farmer mom. Okay, let me explain life to you. The heart wants what it wants. Sure. At 15, I mean, getting into that is not appropriate. But, you know, if you lock up your child who is not a bull. I can't believe you compared. This is terrible. This is what parents are like somewhere else. You can't, first of all, you can't lock up your child. You can't lock them up. They're going to climb out the window. They're going to resist. They're going to repent. They're not going to want anything to do with you. You know, same as marijuana parents wanted to call the cops on your own kid. You involve the judge. So if your son gets out and knocks up this girl down the street, he is indeed, you know, responsible, and so are you. Okay, so if a bull knocks up a cow, that's an animal, and the other farm gets to utilize the fruits of your bull's labor, but in this case, that's not how that works. Okay, it takes two to tango in that sense. People and animals are not the same. So yes, that girl down the road can sue your child for child support, and because he's underage, you would then take on that burden until he turns an adult age. So maybe you should teach your child, rather than locking him up, you should be teaching him the protocol so that does not happen if he's going to go, you know, having himself a good time down the road with, you know, Farmer Brown's daughter, you know. Cows don't say no, girls do. Exactly. And maybe teach your son a little respect, you know. So yeah, the farmer's daughter's parents do have a right to sue the shit out of you if your kid is you know, not being respectful and safe with their daughter. So like I said, rather than caging the beast, teach the beast how to do it appropriately so they don't sue you. And you know, I'm gonna guess you're a good Christian family who doesn't believe you're pro-life. So, you know, in that case, you know, then I guess you're going to have to be prepared to deal with the fruits of your son's labors. You know, teach him how to not do that, but, you know, have himself a good time and not do that, and respect women. I mean, if it goes both ways, then, you know, you're kind of stuck at that sense. But at the same time, you should at least wear a condominium and make sure that doesn't happen. So rather than, like I said, if you lock up your kid, then, you know, that's not going to work. Let's see what Dear Abby says. Okay, so I agree with her on this first line. A man's son is not a bull. Correct. Don't compare your children to farm animals. I'm sure your son will really love that. I'm sure he's really proud to know that. Although that could be, I mean, being called a bull may not be the worst thing, because bulls have big bolitos and peepers, so I don't know. That might not be the right comparison. Neither is his neighbor's daughter a heifer. Calling your neighbor's daughter a heifer, I mean, that's pretty nasty. You know, I can't practice law. Yeah, that's exactly it, Pondam. I can't practice law, but I think your friend, the judge, gave you a bum steer. That is correct. The judge, you know, unless this judge is like, you know, all for, father's rights, which is wrong. That doesn't always work. You know what I mean? We're not going to touch on this homosexual hassle chapter. Here we go. Sex, too much and not enough. So, you know, that's pretty rude to compare your children to animals. And then, especially your neighbor's daughter, she's not at fault. I mean, it takes two to tango in if she said yes to your son, yeah. But, like, you know, I mean, maybe your bull son is looking pretty fine and he should wrap it up. Keep the dipper in the zipper, or wear a raincoat at the very least. Because, yes, she does have the right to sue for child support, if that's what you meant. And then your son will be stuck for the next 20-some years. So you may want to teach him a thing or two and, you know, wear the shrink wrap so that don't happen. Anywho, here we go. All right. Dear Abby, I know it's impossible, but I would give this year's prey to meat practically untouched because I'm as hungry for infection as she is. Yeah, shrink wrap. I know, right? I tell you, these things could be really good if y'all send them in. All right, dear Abby, I know it's impossible, but I would give a year's pay. Oh, okay. I apologize for reading that wrong. I know it's impossible, but I would give a year's pay to meat practically untouched. Wait, what? Oh, wait, this is a two-parter. Okay, here we go. You ready for this? So we're going to do a two-parter. Okay. Oh, this is weird. So, dear Abby, I'm not saying this is to boast, but I am 25. My figure is 27, 25, 37, 25, 36. Okay, I don't even know what that means, and I don't care. And I've won several beauty contests. 2 years ago, I married what everyone, including myself, thought was a prize. You hear the crickets chirping? No. 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 He was 30, handsome, college-educated, rosy future, etc. Well, okay. Well, this prize has made love to me exactly 5 times in the last 6 months. Maybe he don't like you all that much. Hey, Putt. I mean, you're saying you've won several beauty contests and he's the prize. Sounds like you're arm candy, or he's just not that into you. Maybe he just needed arm candy. And he's got another piece on the side. So, well, this prize made love to me. He says that, she says he's 30 and she's 25. I mean, that's not a terrible, age gap. This sounds familiar in my world, but my kid's dad wasn't a prize. He ain't that good looking. Well, this prize has made love to me exactly 5 times in the last 6 months. Like I said, he's just not that into you. Okay? You're putting in your letter here that I'm 25, my figure is 37, 25, 36, and I've won several beauty contests. He's not that into you, or he's gay. One of those two things. I'm not sure what it is. I've tried every trick in the book. Once I even wrapped myself in saran wrap. Oh boy. And greeted him at the door with a martini. And he said, "What's for supper?" Hi, what's for supper? He's not that into you, girlfriend. He's not. He's not into you. He's not into you. You're arm candy. You're probably just the girl that he wants to take everywhere, just as a showgirl, and he probably has a side piece somewhere. Either it's a guy or a girl. I can't quite tell. Oh, this is where she's going here. I told him he should see a doctor, find out what's wrong with him. There's nothing wrong with him. He's not into you. He's not into you. He married you for your looks, but he doesn't want to touch you for whatever reason. And he said, I should see one to find out why I'm never satisfied. Any suggestions? You're not satisfied because he's not into you. He might be gay, and that's fine too. Maybe just, like I said, he married you for arm candy. Yeah, he's not that into you. You said the magic words. Yeah, she won't take no for an answer. I mean, I understand you married him, and you say he's a prize. He was 30, handsome, college-educated, rosy future, blah, blah, blah. But he's not into you. And dear Abby says, I told Untouched that she was touched up with it. And if her husband didn't see a doctor, she should see a lawyer. Yeah, right, exactly. I'm going to, he's not into you. Just, what was your life before marriage? Was he touchy-feely then? Because it sounds to me like he's married to you for a reason, other than that. He doesn't want kids. You're just probably the type that, like Charlie's girlfriend over there. You're some kind of arm candy to keep away the crazies, or you're just arm candy because, you know, he's comfortable. That's all he is. He's comfortable. So here we go. So here you got this lady here. You got this dude here. So some guy actually responded to her. Okay, his letter's called On the Verge. Okay. I don't know if Dear Abby plays Yenta here and you know, hooks people up, but we'll see here. Oh, beer. Oh, here we go. So here we go. I know it's impossible, but I would give a year's pay to me practically untouched because I'm as hungry for affection as she is. Well, here we go. My wife is attractive, intelligent, and fun to be with. I just can't get her into the bedroom. I'm telling you guys, they don't want you. They don't want to go to, you don't need to send them to therapy. Just end it, man. Quit stringing it along. They're not that into you. Maybe they were for a hot minute. And then they, you know, oh, weren't the ladies upstairs, or the lady upstairs is jumping on the bed. Hey, Matthew. Oh, here we go. Here, this is what she said. Oh, he goes, if I retire early, she stays up watching television until I'm asleep. If I come home late from a business appointment, she's asleep or pretends to be. She's not into you. She's not into you. I mean, maybe you and Practically Untouched will do, but you don't stop. Yeah, they are. Women, see, I mean, let's say, okay, I can't say that I would be like that because I don't know, but I do like affection if it's there, you know. Yeah, some women are like that. Yeah. I mean, men like that. If a man's like that, then that goes to show that there's something wrong here. If women are like that, I don't know. I don't know. I think it goes both ways. Yeah, it's weird when men don't. Oh, here she goes. He goes, I'm no slouch, cats. Yeah, I'm no slouch. I'm 6 feet. That's a nice height. And I weigh 180 pounds. Yeah, that's exactly it. 180 pounds, fit as a fiddle. And I have a head full of premature silver gray hair. I play golf and tennis in the summer and a handful in the winter. Maybe she's cheating on him. Maybe the spark fizzled out. I don't know. I've never cheated on my wife, but I don't know how much longer I can curb my frustrations. I'm constantly positioned by women of all propositions by women of all ages. Some of my wife's friends drop little hints. It's one big battle and not getting any easier. Sign me. Well, it sounds like you're two very unhappy individuals. I don't know if these two met each other at this point. Oh, there's actually somebody else who actually responded. Oh, wow, there's a lot of response to this one. Oh. Oh, okay. All right, so somebody responded to this. Oh, that's awesome. This is really interesting. So this lady says her husband's not in. Her husband doesn't want to touch her. That means that there's no spark there. I don't think there's any spark here for either of these people. Oh my God, there's a celebrity in the house. Gina, how are you? I miss you. I see you're doing really well, and I'm really proud of you. I'm so happy to see you. Oh, to me you are. Oh, you are to me. I love you. I'm so happy to see you. Oh, man, that's such an honor to see you, Gina. I haven't seen, I mean, we talk on TikTok every now and then, but, oh, I love you too. I'm so happy, and I see that, you're doing really well. I'm so proud of you. And that show sucks. I tell you, I don't like that channel no more. Okay, so check this out. So somebody actually responded to these two. Or this, On the Verge. Okay, so on Dear Abby, On the Verge, complained about his wife, how his wife was being frigid. Like I said, if her friends are dropping hints, let me tell you something. I'm on TikTok. I love TikTok. That Dr. Pimple Popper, gross. It makes me think about that whole channel. The only show I want to watch on there now is I don't want to watch that other girl. Yeah, that's gross. I feel like she's exploiting these people. It's disgusting. My mom watches it. I don't know. If you watch it, hey, to each their own. I just think that's disgusting. I don't like My Big Fat Fabulous Life anymore. That girl, I feel bad for her, but I don't want to watch her anymore. The only show that I find interesting, I mean, I like popping my pimples. I don't really want to look at somebody else doing it, I guess. I don't know. But she does it like a whole different thing. I don't know. But I'm happy she helps people. I gotta tell you, the only show I find really interesting is that the Sister Wives. That guy's pretty good looking, isn't he? I don't know. I got weird taste sometimes. So okay, so this I don't know if this is a guy or a gal here. So here we go. Abby, you once said there are no cold women, only clumsy men. See this? So in the 2 case scenarios, I think the men are in the wrong here. You know, it is nasty, isn't it? I don't know. So yeah, I agree with this. I agree with this person here. Okay, so this lady, her husband doesn't want to touch her, and this husband, I don't know, he's trying hard to please somebody who's not interested anymore. And I know that some women are into it, but she's probably into it with somebody else. That's my guess. So I'm a man. Oh, here we go. Oh, so this is an older man giving these two advice. Okay, perfect. I'm a man in my middle 50s. I'm short, balding, and slightly overweight, but I've been with plenty of women. Okay, and I've yet to find one that's rigid. Okay, this one's probably making all the ladies, happy. I'm not saying this to brag. No, you're not awful, Jamie. No. Hey, listen, like I said, I think it's good that these people help people. I just want to watch. I'm so, squeamish. Ugh. I tell you, somebody... we'll get to that in a minute. I'm not saying this to brag, but once I make love to a woman... Oh, I bet you are, Ron. Brag, but once I make love to a woman, I can't get rid of her. See, this is it. This guy knows how to please women. A woman needs to hear that she is desirable. See, if you watch Sons of Anarchy, that's what Gemma Teller told... what was his name? The new boyfriend at the end. You know the new boyfriend? I forget his name. Which I wonder if he's going to end up on the Mayans. So she said, see, everything... Yeah, this one's a little showy-offy, but he's right, though, is that women want to be desired and wanted. That's what Gemma told, what's his name? Nero. That was her new boy toy at the end of Sons of Anarchy, Nero. Men need to be loved. Women need to be wanted. So we need more... Women need to be more than just loved. We need to be wanted and desired. So maybe this guy over here isn't really I don't know. Maybe he just needs to pin her up against the wall or something. I don't know. She just doesn't feel like, I don't know. I'm not her. Yeah. Yeah. This guy's a little bit much. Yeah. He sleeps with a lot of women. For someone who's short, balding, and slightly overweight, he seems to get it, though. A woman needs to hear that she's desirable, lovable, and terrific. It's not so much what I do, it's what I say. A woman needs to hear that she's needed, wanted, and loved. If a woman is frigid, it's because the man is selfish, impatient, and doesn't know how to turn her on. Maybe that's it, though. So the woman the woman over there with the husband that doesn't want to touch her anymore, that's totally different. I think that guy just isn't all that into her. But the other guy, maybe he's trying too hard and he's not showing it right. She needs something else. She needs more than just sex. She needs to be desired. And he's got sex on the mind, and she wants something more than that. She wants romance, and you can't give it to her. I mean, and the thing is, if you're not going to give her romance and whatever else, maybe she wants a Christian Grey kind of guy, and that's not what you are. And, she's going to find that elsewhere because, you're just treating her, hey, Kevin, you're just treating her as a sex toy. You know what I mean? She doesn't want to be a sex toy. She wants to be your wifey, and you can't do that. Yeah, they're not too bad. I don't mind. I don't like the book too much. I think it's just not the right... I'm just a very big perfectionist of writing. But that's what I think about that. So, yeah. I don't know if these two merely need to meet each other. I think they either need to get out of those relationships and take some time to themselves and really think about what they want rather than, emailing or messaging Dear Abby. Either, I mean, you can't fix what ain't broke, but it feels like the guy and the wife is broken and there is room for a fix or not. They're just not that into you anymore. Fix it or don't. Those are the two options, I think. Let's see. Oh, here we go. This is interesting. All right, this is Laka, Luva, Wauna, Mana. I don't know what that means. Wait. Oh, there's a whole thread here. Okay. A whole bunch of Hawaii people. Okay. So here, let's check this out. So, here we go. Now this will be the complete opposite. So this is exhausted in Honolulu. Seems like a very romantic type of place, right? Never been, don't know. Oh, red rooms. Wow. People like to get freaky deaky out there. Okay, so here we go. This is exhausted in Honolulu. I've been married for 5 months to a 50-year-old sex fiend. Hey, at 50 years old, that sounds pretty good. I don't know. If you could still get it at 50 years old. Not too shabby, right? If this letter makes no sense, it's because I no longer know what a decent night's sleep is. Girl, you complaining about that? At 50? I don't know. This man is an absolute machine. So, wait. Oh, so this is a total, like, turn of events. Wow. So we go from a group of people who aren't getting nothing to this one who's getting it a lot. Okay, so his demands are exhausting. Tell him to put the brakes on a little bit. I don't know. Right. Yeah, right, exactly. I mean, 50, if you're married at 50 and you're getting it all the time, that may not last. Take it while you still can. I've told him that I neither need nor want all that sex, but he doesn't want to listen to me. I mean, no is no. If this guy doesn't, support no is no, I don't know. That might be a problem. I mean, all right. I have many interests. I snorkel, paint, and I'm interested in underwater photography, the local aquarium, Hawaiian music, and island flowers. Okay, so do those things. Find a way to incorporate it in your like 24/7 sex dungeon here. My husband's my husband resents my activities. It sounds like he married the wrong guy here. I don't know. All he wants is me in bed, and I mean for hours, day and night. How do I slow this man down? Do you really want to, though? Do you want to end up in the pile of people a few pages ago that, they can't, don't want any part of each other? I mean, at 50, like Matthew, like Putt Putt King just said, is that, after 50, I mean, how much more time do you got? You don't have much time left on this earth after 50, but I mean, he needs to respect no is no, I don't know, right? I mean, if no is no and he's not respecting that, I mean, and the thing is, if you're saying he resents my activities, why don't you include him in those things? Make it a romantic way. I don't know. I mean, naked snorkeling. Join yourself a nudist colony. I don't know. Find some way to include him in these activities so he doesn't resent them. Give him like an ultimatum. No pussy until you, yeah, I just said that. No pussy till you do what's right here. I don't know. I don't know. I get nothing, and I'm okay with that. But so Abby says, I advise exhausted to tell her husband to see a doctor to slow him down or find a woman who is more his speed. Offers galore poured in from sex-starved women. Some were right in her neighborhood. So I don't know what to say there. So here we go. This is another one. There's a couple here from Hawaii. Apparently Hawaii has got a lot of issues. Huh? So here, this one says, Dear Abby, I live in Waipahu. Waipahu? Hopefully I get that right, okay? I didn't mean to slash, you know, ruin that. Aloha, yeah. Did y'all hear that, what's his name is getting remarried? I don't know how I feel about that. What do you think about Dog the Bounty Hunter remarrying after his wife? I mean, I guess, you know, he's up there, so, you know, the wife died and he's got to find someone else so he's not alone for the rest of his days, I guess, right? I don't know. Oh, thank you, Chevy Press. I really appreciate that. Much love to you, my coffee cake. I want to go to Hawaii, too. Oh, my gosh, you just made me think about that TV show. I heard it came back. Yeah, I did. I heard that marriage is dumb. It's a piece of paper to me. I know some people don't think that way, and that's okay. I mean, I don't need it in my life. Wow, there you go, Pondam. That's awesome. So here we go. I live in Waipahu, Hawaii, and I would certainly appreciate a man with drive. So you got this lady. Okay, so maybe this lady could swap husbands now. Do you ever see that movie? There was a movie like that, right? There was a movie where the husband, I forget the name, it was actually pretty good. Kate Winslet was in that movie, right? Don't get married so quick. Yeah, no, that too. I mean, I didn't get married, but I got stuck with somebody really fast, and I wish I didn't do that. Oh, wow. My cousin got married over there. So my husband of 37 years doesn't believe in romantic build-ups, candlelight dinners, or wine. Just boom. And his booms came about as often as world wars. I mean, how old are you? Just tell Exhausted to put her husband in a car and drive down Waipahu Street, and I'll be waiting for him along with my two little ones. One kid from each world war. Wow. This lady has, wow. Yeah, remember that movie? It was a few years ago. I forget the name of it. Where it was Kate Winslet. Wasn't Jack Black in that movie too? And they, oh, wow. It was, yeah, right. What's her name? From that movie. Oh, thank you, Ron. My sweet coffee cakes. I really appreciate you. Eclipse and Sunny's in the house. I love you guys. I do. I love you at the bottom of my heart here. Yes, the holiday. Maybe sometimes, I don't think that's a terrible idea sometimes. Swap husbands for, you know, a few days. You know, the grass ain't always greener on the other side. I used to really love that show, Wife Swapped. Y'all watch that sometimes? That's a good show. All right, so here we go. This one's from Wakaluva, Waunamana, Hawaii. Oh, I mean, I'm telling you, this one's in response to Exhausted in Hollywood. Wow, Exhausted in Honolulu is getting all kinds of love from the peeps here. So our bridge club of 3 tables meets every Thursday. I've always wanted to try bingo. Am I old? I've always wanted to do that. Go to bingo. One of these days I'll have to try that. We're beyond 40 and 75 years old. We'd be very happy to help Exhausted in Honolulu. Wow, Exhausted in Honolulu. Yeah, right. I want to go to bingo. Yeah, we should totally do it. Our casino is reopening real soon, oddly enough. I think it did. I'm going to Manhattan on Saturday, and you're going to get a vlog next Wednesday. I can't wait. And next Friday, I'll get my BoxyCharm video. Wow. So everyone wants a piece of this Exhausted in Honolulu's husband. Right. You can't, don't, see, you shouldn't complain about what you got, because like I said, don't fix what ain't broke. Just find a way to work with it. So each of us, we would be very happy to help Exhausted in Honolulu solve her problem by offering our assistance on an odd-even basis every day, except Thursday, our club day. Well, that's a cool idea. Exhausted in Honolulu. Why don't you create yourself a little, maybe you should, be like a sister wife and share. There's nothing wrong with that. I really don't. I mean, I don't believe in polygamy where like it's a culty thing and that kind of stuff. But, you know, I mean, if you can make it work and sharing is caring. I mean, at your age, I mean, you're 75, 80 years old. It's not like you're really between 50 and 75 years old. I mean, it's not like you're going to have children at that age. I mean, maybe that's it, you know, and also each of us can rotate on 8-hour shifts or be available 4 days on and 4 days off like firemen. I love this idea. We all lead very active lives, but could arrange schedules to help a sister in distress. You know, maybe that's it. Maybe that's the answer to your problem. Bless that poor unfulfilled man. He's only 50. Ooh, strip bingo. He's only 58. He may have many more happy years and die with a smile on his face. Exactly. See, that's the thing, is that that's exactly it. He's 58 years old, and he may not have much time left with his peeper working properly. And yeah, we could share the same gestures. That's what I'm thinking. You gotta take what you can get before it's too late. I mean, at 58, your life is like, I mean, nowadays, 58 is 65 is now the new 45. It's the new norm. You're young and still great at that rate, but you want to make sure, you know, so here we go. There's actually somebody else who responded to this. Wow. So exhausted in Honolulu. I think you just got to share your husband around. Like I said, at 58 years old, I don't think being in a sharing is caring kind of mode is the worst case scenario. It's actually a pretty cool idea at that rate. I mean, it's not cheating if you're sharing, and it's not a bad idea. So this one is no action in Colorado. So exhausted in Honolulu, you may just want to appreciate what you got. Otherwise, you're going to be this other group of people where the man, that woman, the one who sharing is caring. Gina cared about me. Aw, you guys are awesome. You may not get it anymore. You got the young folk here, the 27 and 30-year-old whose husband don't want to touch her anymore. And you got the other one here. And then so this one says, Dear Abby, exhausted in Honolulu, should be married to my husband. He's nice-looking man, 49, and he's been too tired for lovemaking for as long as I can remember. But he's not too tired to play. Oh, maybe this is the other one. But he's not. Oh, maybe this is the wife of that man. Okay. But he's not too tired to play tennis, jog, ski, and disco dance by the hour. Ooh, disco dancing. I haven't done that in a hot minute. Exhausted, would love this guy. I can guarantee that. He won't bother her from one year to the next. And if her husband wants to meet a woman who wouldn't mind being bothered night and day, I'll be glad to send him a plane fare. Sign me. No action in Colorado. And there you have it, folks. And there you have it. Be appreciative to what you don't have. I just messed that up. So this is how we're going to sign out the live right now. Be appreciative to what you do have, because you may not have it anymore. And if you don't have it anymore, then maybe you need to look elsewhere and fix it. You either fix it or you don't. And with that said, because it is now time for me to go for the night, and I'll be back next Tuesday for more Dear Abby. Oops, I just hit myself in the face. If you want a Dear Abby for my live next Tuesday, you can hit me up on Instagram. The link to my Instagram is in the bio. Love you too, Gina. I've missed you. I'm so glad you're on Tickety Talk, though. I love your videos. They're so much fun. There's so many really cool people over there. So I'll see y'all guys next Tuesday. Thank you, Ron. I'm so glad you guys were here. It's such an honor to have the Eclipse and the Sunnies in here. And we're all working together and being kind to one another, which leads me to my closing statement. Kindness is free, so spread that. Not cooties, social distance, and wear your mask. And I'll see you guys next Tuesday for more Dear Abby. If you want a Dear Abby, DM me on Instagram. Link is in my banner. And tomorrow I have a premiere at 3 o'clock. I have a premiere at 3 o'clock on Friday. Love you too, Pondam. See you guys later.